So this is the Rev-A-Shelf. These are wire, very sturdy shelves that you can put in your kitchen cabinets. What I've done here is I've cleaned it out, taken out, there was a shelf back there, wiped it out, so it's ready to insert here. This is what the one we're using here. This is the two-tier pull-out basket. Down there is where you find it. Always look here. It'll tell you what the opening is, so up to 20.5 inches for the opening. And then the other important thing you want to look at is on the back of the box when you go to buy this, because it'll give you the dimensions. So it's 19 inches high, 20 3/4 inches wide, goes back 22 inches. That's the side view right there, and then that's the top view. And it's designed for cabinets like this. So one big unit, if you see the big drawer on the top of that picture, that matches up with this drawer right here. So we're going to unbox it and show you what's inside. So this is what you have. Two of the same identical drawers. I didn't even take them out of the plastic. You have one piece right here. I'll show you what that does. And then you have two of the identical pieces, these guys right here. Then you have your instructions and 2 bags of screws. It's very, very easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap them, and I'm going to show you how to basically stack them using these side brackets before you put it into the cabinet itself. Alright, so here are the instructions for the two-tier basket. It's pretty simple. The 2 baskets, like I was talking about, these are the 2 support brackets, and this is the mounting bracket, the smaller one. There's 3 different kinds of screws. So you've got these 4 long ones. These are the wood screws. These guys right here are what they call the machine screws, and that's what holds the upper U-shaped support brackets together. And then these little guys right here are also wood screws, and I'll show you where they go. But essentially what you're going to do is take the baskets, you pull out these rails, and then this is where the upper support connects. So this picture right here is this piece right there, using those small screws. And the first step is you basically build this with the upper supports, and then of course here's your bottom. There's no tray there, but obviously these are still attached. And you're going to throw this into the cabinet in a piece like that. And keep in mind you can adjust it before you put it in there. And then after that we're going to put the baskets on. So let me show you how it goes. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do to start this install is, this is your slide here. You have to take these off. And the way you do that is you extend it all the way out, and you look for this little tab right here. You push that tab up, and it releases that right there. See that thing moving up and down? So you pull it up, and then just slide it off, but I need both hands to do that. Okay, so I've installed one side just to show you what it looks like. You've got these 2 holes right here in the back of the slide. So that's the back. And then you just slide your rail so you can view them. And then the front one is a little bit trickier. See if I can get you a good angle there. They're inside this slide. So if you don't move this correctly, you're not going to see them. So that's what it looks like attached on the bottom. Here's what it looks like just laying down. So there's your 2 screws. That goes in the back. And then there's your other ones, and they go in the bottom. So that's how you do the bottom. The top's a little different. So what's different about the top is this piece right here. And this piece is one of the mounting brackets that goes into the back of the cabinet to hold it in place. But essentially, depending on the height, now here's where you can also adjust your height. You can either have it down in those holes or up here. So you want to determine that before you do this. But this is actually going to slide in here. So I'm going to show you how that works. So what I did was I put the front 4 screws in, and I only put 1 screw here, and I left it kind of loose. And I did that on both sides. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece where it kind of forks, and it goes in between here. Well, let me see if I can do the other one. Like this. So it goes in between the slide and the brace. Okay, so this is what it looks like once it's in. So slide, guide slide, here's the back piece, and it goes in between there on both sides. And put all 4 screws in. Alright, so the frame is done, the hard part is done. The rest is easy. You have your empty cabinet, basically just lift it up, and you're going to slide it on in, and you're going to position it accordingly. So the only real tricky part to this is, what you want to make sure is when you're looking at the bottom here, and I realize it's kind of dark in there, you want to make sure the back brace is all the way on the back, so because you're actually going to screw that in, and then you want to make sure your spacing is the same on both sides, and then you're going to screw in. There's 4 screws on the bottom. 1, 2, same in the back, 2 screws in the back, and then you're done. Alright, so it's bolted in, all the screws are in, there's 6 of them. If you yank on it, it doesn't go anywhere. So you pull your rails out, grab one of your baskets, and you just slide it on in the same way you took it out. It's really easy. And voila, they are in. Just so people ask, what you'll notice as well is they sit pretty flush, and then you can't pull them out because of that locking mechanism that you had to detach when you set it up. This particular one I think is great for bowls, big pans, things like that, because you can go real high up here, even appliances, and then up here you can put things like cutting boards and things that are much more shallow. So enjoy. Hope that helped.